I do a lot of video production, and I care a lot about not just the download speed, getting stuff onto my computer, but also the upload speed, getting stuff off of my computer and to my client. So enter T-Mobile Home Internet. This is the amplified service. It's their mid-tier service. They have like a basic, they have an all-in service, and this is the amplified. It's what me and my family have decided to go with it. Me and my family. Is that grammatically correct? So in order to test this, I think we should get out of my office and get to my house. Welcome to my home. Welcome to the best place to test out T-Mobile Home Internet, obviously inside my home. Let me give you the quick tour downstairs. We have our wall of ultimate discs because I would not be ultimate postman without a wall of ultimate discs. I love me some coffee, so here's my Keurig. This is our theater room. I'll let you figure out exactly why we call it that. Now, obviously, I have some good family photos, and I'll let you figure out which photo in here doesn't fit. You gotta let me know in the comments why it doesn't fit. Here's a lion with some scripture reminding me that God is in charge. And of course, we can't forget a graduation photo of my wife with her master's degrees in biblical studies with an emphasis on women's ministry. My wife is so smart. She has type A- blood. I am such a failure. I have type O- blood. Now in our theater room, if you look right up above my shoulder, that is where the Spectrum internet comes into our house. We get really consistent speeds with them. I mean, really consistent speeds. But we wanted to check out T-Mobile Home Internet. I did it last year, and I just did it again this year. I've got to let you know what you need to know to set it up, and tell you my findings, and let you know what I ultimately went with for my family. Oh, and the importance of this little white thing here, which you'll see in the other room. All right, up above me is the T-Mobile Home Internet along with our mesh network. You kind of need a mesh network if you're going to set up T-Mobile Home Internet, especially if you can't put it where your normal internet comes into your house. They make 3 different versions. This is the amplified version. They also have a basic version and a all-in service. The basic one is their slowest service. Their all-in is their fastest service. We went with the amplified, which is their mid-tier service. And now out of all the places at my house, up there, close to this window right here, was the best place to put it. We actually have another window over here, which I did test with, and it seemed to do okay, but not as good as that other window over there. And obviously, in our theater room was the worst location for the T-Mobile Home Internet device because it was nowhere near the proper window. And the reason why you want the mesh network is because there's our router, there's a window, and there's a big stairwell blocking it from where the other internet sits and all our upstairs room. You're going to need a mesh network if you might be in a large enough house where your router is on one side of your house and everything you do is on the other side of the house. So getting a mesh network is something like a Wi-Fi extender, except you have little devices throughout your house and they all help create a better network to get rid of those dead zones. The downside about mesh networks is you will lose a little bit of speed, but it does get rid of those dead zones or help negate some of those dead zones. And the reason why this is the best location is because directly behind me, about a mile or so away, is the closest tower to our house versus the other window right there is not even facing the right direction, and don't get me started about back there. What I got for our house is these antennas. These antennas will help get better signal into the house along with these antennas. Yes, that's right. You gotta use the force to get internet into our house. So what's the deal with these antennas? I'm definitely glad you asked because the unit itself only comes with some built-in antennas in it, and the built-in antenna is actually, to be honest, not that great. This is a desktop style antenna, but you might have something similar to just this top part coming out of your computer. I connected those onto here and saw a dramatic increase in speed, both upload and download, not even in the best window of the house too. So getting antennas like these, or even like your basic computer antennas, absolutely necessary. Now these are some light duty ones. You can get more expensive antennas that you attach to the outside of your house that will give you a lot better range of service, but I didn't want to spend, a few $100s for that. So went with the cheap option. They just connect right down here at the bottom. Pretty easy to install, either these ones or the big antennas. They will give you a good boost in service. What I wish they included in the box with this is even a basic couple antennas. Something like these guys. They got magnets and They screw in easily, and you don't have to have them right on top of the unit. You can spread these around. Now here's a caveat I forgot to mention while recording the video. The T-Mobile home internet device gives you an option of going internal or external for antennas. If you're using a cheap antenna, stick with the internal setting. If you go with an external antenna, you'll want to get one of those really high powered antennas that runs at least $100, if not a few $100s. I tried the cheap antenna on the external setting and it was terrible. And now for my results, now that I've had it for a few weeks, before I added antennas to this, on the bad window, where I tested out T-Mobile home internet last year, is just the regular T-Mobile home internet they had. They didn't have all-in, they didn't have amplified. Before I had antennas on here, I got about 20 to 30 megs download speed and about 10 to 15 megs upload speed. So it's okay. Not the best, definitely not the worst. As soon as I added on a basic computer antenna, download speed jumped up to around 100 megs and upload speed went to about 20 megs a sec, which was great. And that was in the bad window. The good window over that way, it did increase a little bit more. Then, get this, then I added these guys in and average download speed went up to somewhere between 200 to 300 megs, and upload speed stayed steady around averaging 16 to maybe 20 to 22 megs on a great day. Random, I was getting around 400 download, and on a great day random upload speed, I got it to be around 30. Worst case scenario, I didn't really see under 10 for an upload speed, and I didn't really see under 20 for download speed. So there's a big range, but on average, I would say safely maybe 18 upload, which is really important to me. I'm uploading huge files, and for download speed, I was getting at least 200 on average, if not 300. So speeds are actually pretty good. And obviously, I have a T-Mobile tower that way, like a mile or two. So I'm pretty close to the tower, but I do have to contend with houses and hills and everything else. Is T-Mobile home internet right for you? It's really up to where you're at. Not every area can get T-Mobile home internet. So for me, in my situation, my family situation, internet does fluctuate with the T-Mobile. So we're actually going to stick with our spectrum. As far as cost goes, T-Mobile does offer a $5 monthly discount if you do autopay, and they'll give you even more of a discount if you're military or first responder. And as of right now, this recording, it's going to change in the years. I can tell that. They are giving a $300 gift card if you do sign up for Amplified or for the all-in service. For the basic one, I don't know if they are. It might be $100 gift card. They might not give anything out for that. But all I can say with T-Mobile home internet, if you get T-Mobile, if you have the cell phone and it works great at your house, it'll probably work great. You just have to be careful with all the hills and also all the network congestion. With Spectrum, we're hardwired in, but with T-Mobile home internet, it's going to be wireless, and we're going to have those times during the day where there's just way too much network congestion. Anyways, this has been Lance, Ultimate Postman. Thoughts on here may work for you, it may not work for you. Catch you guys in the next vid.